Charlton Tire Service and Repair, located at 3399 2nd Street, Folkestone, Georgia, has everything you need for service and repair of your vehicle. Go see them today. For information, call 912-496-7329. Charlton Tire Service and Repair, a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
Folkestone Pharmacy and Electronics, located at 3885 Main Street in the heart of downtown Folkestone. They're Folkestone's original hometown pharmacy with 49 years serving the community. They have everything you need, including household items, prescription medications, high-tech electronics, and much more. Their experienced and friendly staff in the pharmacy and electronics department are ready to serve you. Folkestone Pharmacy and Electronics is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. Go Indians!
Okefenokee Rural Electric Membership Corporation has been providing quality electric service at a competitive price to residential, commercial, and industrial customers in southeast Georgia and northeast Florida since 1939. For tips and advice on how to save electricity and stretch your energy dollars, call 1-800-262-5131 and speak to your marketing representative. We are a cooperative owned by those we serve.
Welcome to the Coach Mac Show. I'm Adam Bell with Charlton Sportsnet. Coach Rich McCorder, head coach of the Charlton County Indians. Coach, big week this week. It's a Swamp War, big rivalry with Clinch County. It goes back, I don't know, we have to have the Glenn Hughes, I guess, but it goes way back.
It goes back a long ways. We've had some great games against them. Here of late, it seems like it's been the home team has got the upper hand, and they've been. A few years ago, you look at the Clinch County football team and you said, well, that's a young team that's going to be really good. They're winning a bunch of games then with a lot of young kids, and they've gotten better. And now I think that right now they could be good again next year, but right now I don't know if you can get much better than Clinch County is. Number one ranked in the state, right up there with Macon County, who's now in single A. They're a fantastic football team, and I know we'll talk a little bit more about them in a minute, but it's always been a great atmosphere. Hopefully we can keep the atmosphere going like it's been. It's going to be senior night. We have 7 seniors on the football team that'll be recognized, and we'll also have some cheerleader and some band members. I believe a softball member or two that will be recognized. That will be recognized also. So it's always great to have senior night. It's our last home game of the year as far as the varsity is concerned. We'll have a home B team game the following week, and that'll finish up all the action out here in the swamp. But again, it's always a big week, and playing Clinch County, and as good as they are, we know that they'll be ready. I know that they've got tremendous athletic talent. We've already seen a lot of great athletic talent, but we're going to see as good as it gets probably Friday night.
We look forward to that Friday night as far as the home atmosphere and the seniors. And it's not only a big accomplishment for the seniors, but it's always a big accomplishment for the parents and families as well on senior night.
That's right. When I was in high school, we didn't have senior night. We had what was called parent night, and which was senior night. But again, the biggest thing was you get recognized as a player almost each and every week. Throughout your career, they're always going to know who the player is, number so-and-so, and what position he plays and what he's done. But a lot of people don't get a chance to see that player with their parent until senior night. So to me, it is senior night, chance to recognize our seniors. But for me, more importantly, the person behind the player, the parents, that's who I really look forward to them getting recognized.
I know we'll get into a little bit more of that when we start talking about Clinch. I want to go back, if you don't mind, go back to Friday night in Telfair, and something, with that you said from last year all through the off season, the kids really need to be dedicated in that weight room, and it told on us a little bit Friday night.
Well, it goes down to work ethic. You've got to have, I tell our kids all the time, I tell them a lot of things. You'll see things in the weight room, motivational sayings. Unless they take it to heart, it really don't mean anything. I'm always telling them, your work ethic is going to determine your future. And how true is that? I mean, if you're going to work at everything and if you're going to apply yourself, you have an opportunity to do some good things and have a good life. And I told our kids all through January, February, March, April, in the weight room, I said, this is where you build a football team, in the weight room. And we were so inconsistent in the weight room. We'd have some kids would have a good day or maybe a good week, and then they'd follow that up with bad days in a row. And to be good in this game, it's a physical game. It's a physical football game to where you have got to be strong. You look at Telfair last Friday night. I know they have a great weight program. I've heard of their weight program. I've heard of some of the numbers that their kids are putting up in the weight room. And you look at our kids. You just look at the legs. Our kids, don't not have the big legs, the strong legs. We put time in the weight room, but we're not putting the right kind of effort in the weight room. And that's been disappointing to me since last January. I don't know where our kids get the idea that the things we tell them about the weight room isn't true. I don't know where they're getting their information from or what it may be, but there's no supplement. There's nothing you can do that hard work won't take care of. And the bottom line is, this year, the losses we've had, and even one of the wins we had, I felt like was a team that was much stronger than we were. And when we show the film to our players and we see one of our players getting dominated, and we stop the film and say, right there, that's weight room. That kid has had a better off season in the weight room. He had a better winter. We're getting beat in the wintertime. Not now. We're getting beat in the wintertime. And our kids think they're lifting weights. And I explain to them, I show them films of colleges lifting weights, how intense the player is, to the point to where the player struggles to get out of the weight room every day, where the player in the off season is constantly sore in his legs and hips and upper body. And that's where they're getting stronger. And then take it even a step further. I try to explain to our kids the importance of nutrition. We have kids that go all day without eating right or eating much of anything. They'll make excuses, for instance, that the cafeteria food isn't that good. Well, I eat in the cafeteria every day, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's good, and if it's not good, it's good enough. And our kids will try to go all day without eating and then try to do a workout. It simply don't work that way. I try to explain them that. And then another thing, this is something that as a parent, our parents see it, I know they see it, is sleep. The body will not grow the way it should, and it will not respond to exercise and strength training without sleep. Our kids are coming to school with less than 8 hours of sleep a night. They're trying to function. They're falling asleep in the classrooms. They get to the weight room and they're already exhausted and they haven't even worked out yet. These are things that our kids have got to believe, and they've got to understand more than anything, is that all this goes together. Sleep, your nutrition, your work ethic, all that goes in to making a better football player. Without it, you're going to have a kid who's not strong as other guys he's going against. You play football in Southeast Georgia, these kids can go. These kids can run. They can hit. You look at some of the best athletes to ever come out of the state in Georgia, and it's been single A. Your Herschel Walkers, your Garrison Hurst, your Champ Baileys, Charles Johnson, the guys like that who have played in the NFL, those guys understood. Champ Bailey understood that I have to sleep, I have to push myself in the weight room every day, and I have to eat the right things. And those are the things that make them into better athletes. If our kids don't get that, and believe me, we have spent many hours, many times during the off season, stop what we're doing, we write it on paper, we give it to them. These are the things that's going to help you: sleep, nutrition, a great work ethic. And then I tell them, I said, the big thing we try to get through to them is the best motivation is self-motivation. I can sit there and holler at you and carry on and come up with quotes and all this. All that don't mean a thing unless you're self-motivated. You've got to be self-motivated. You've got to be a guy that's willing to come in the weight room and make up your mind that you're going to get the best out of it. I always tell our kids that the weight room is not punishment. The weight room is opportunity. This is a room of opportunity to get better every day. And some kids just refuse to take the advice. I'll have kids flat out tell me, I don't like being sore. I don't know, if you don't like being sore, then the weight room and the game of football is probably not for you, because you're going to be sore all the time. And that's the only way to get better, is to get uncomfortable. And I told our kids that you've got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You might as well go ahead and make up your mind that every day when I come in here, I'm going to push myself to failure, but I'm going to reap the benefits from this on the field. The past years, we've seen it work. We've seen it work here at Charlton County. We've got state championships behind us to prove it. Yeah, we had better talent than we have now athletically, but I'll tell you, our kids were always strong. They could always go. They could take anybody on. We used to play the Ware County, Brunswick, Camden, Valdosta. We would play those people, and we could play with them because we're strong. And until these kids understand the idea that the weight room is all about opportunity to get better, you're going to see this again next year. And you'll see it again the year after that and the year after that, until they finally realize it's all about getting strong in the weight room. I know I've ranted on here forever. I mean, and it's obvious to where I stand on the weight room, and our administration has done nothing but be great to this program. Our administration has got it to where all the kids are in the weight room together. They've got it to where we have another coach in there. We've got, in my opinion, the best single A, maybe one of the best high school football, or the high school weight rooms that there is. It's all there, ready to go, ready to be used. Now we just got to get these kids believing that it's the answer, that they can use it, they can get better. If not, you're going to find yourself winning 2 games a year, maybe 3 games a year, and it won't change. I guarantee you. I told them last year, I said, this is what you got to look forward to. And I won't get off being right now. It's not about me being right, but it's about, we saw it. We saw this coming. We told them in January, February, and March. I told them, I said, don't be shocked this season if we struggle, because we haven't paid the price in this weight room. We haven't done what it takes to be good. And the results are, what you've seen, and what you're going to see this Friday. This Friday, I hope everybody comes to the game and gives our seniors a great salute and that sort of thing. But just look on the field. Look on the field of the players and the size difference. You're going to see a group of guys that have paid the price in the weight room. And you're going to see a group of guys that haven't understood that that's what it's going to take. And we talk about it every day. The coaching staff talks about it every day. And you know what? We're going to keep talking about it. We ain't going to give up. We're not going to quit. We're not going to quit on these kids, and we're not going to quit on future kids. We're going to keep explaining to them. It's not preaching to them. We're going to explain to them each and every day what it's going to take to become successful. Right. Now, whether they take it or not, that again is on them. We're going to do our best, and Friday night we're going to do our best. Today we're preparing to beat Clinch. We're going to do everything we can all week long to be successful Friday night. Now, whether we are or not, that's yet to be determined. Clinch County is a great football team. Telfair was a great football team. And down this part of the state, all you're going to see is great football teams, it seems like. And you either do the work, put in the time, or this is what happens.
Well, you think with the way Friday night went, and with the way that y'all as a staff have been telling the kids, I know as long as we've been doing the show, you've always said it every year, conditioning in the off season, the weight room, all of that along. You think Friday night it clicked with them? They need to really dedicate themselves over there in the off season. Well,
only they can answer that. I mean, only they can answer it. You guys being parents, maybe you can hear the kids talking. Now we got kids that are deciding they're wanting to quit football. And we discourage that. We discourage it. The parents from letting them quit and that sort of thing. Yeah, you're having rough times. I mean, who hasn't had rough times? Hey, you're 2-5. We're 2-5. What can you do about it? And nothing you can do but get better each and every day. Show up each and every day. Work at it and get better. It's not the end of the world. This isn't a life or death emergency. This is us having a bad season and knowing why. And we gotta just gotta buckle down and just say this is 2-5 is who we are. That's who we are. We've earned this record. And just like if we were 5-2, we'd earn that record. It's just who we are. And we've got to get to work each and every day. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We got to get in the weight room. We got to work. We got to get on the practice field. We got to get to work. We got to keep doing the things over and over. And after the game, I told our kids, I said, you need to focus on hearing us. You got to hear some of the things we're saying as coaches. We're missing assignments. We're missing responsibilities, alignments, and things like that. Things that can be fixed, I would think, if we would listen and carry it over to the football field. Something as simple as we're in a 2-point stance right now, but you're all of a sudden in a 3-point stance. Why'd you do it? Well, I have no idea. That's the stuff that we've got to get straightened out. And again, I love our kids. I love Charlton County High School and being here, and I don't want to be nowhere else. But I'm tired of seeing other people win. I want to see our kids win. I want to see our kids be successful. And for these next 2 weeks, we're going to continue to work hard. We're going to watch film every day. We're going to work out every day. And when this season's over, we're going to find out who wants to be with us. And we're going to get in the weight room, and we're going to work every day, and we're going to continue to try to educate our kids on strength training, nutrition, and the importance to sleep. Maybe it'll get through. If it will, next year we can have a better year, or next year we can just do this again, over and over until maybe somehow we get it straight. But it sounds like I've been on a soapbox. I guess I have, about what needs to be done, and now it's just to the point that we gotta do it.
All right, Coach. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll dive into Clinch County and Swamp War.
That'd be great.
Hi, I'm Stetson Bennett from Bennett's Hometown Pharmacy in Folkestone, Georgia, where we love you and we need you. Here at Bennett's Pharmacy, we want to be your pharmacy. We offer a full line of prescription drugs, a full line of vitamins and over-the-counter products, and we have tremendous service. We will take the time to counsel you on your medication. We'll even call your doctor to see if we can save you some money. At Bennett's Pharmacy, we support all student athletes in Charlton County. This spring, it's baseball, track, golf, and tennis. Get out and support these young men and women that will be the next leaders in our community. Bennett's Hometown Pharmacy. Remember, shop at home. It makes a difference.
Head On Collision is a family-owned and operated business located in Folkestone, Georgia, across from Gibson McDonald. We specialize in automotive repair, damage caused by small and major accidents. We restore old vehicles and bring them back to their original glory. We also spray Speedliner bed liners, the world's toughest spray and bed liner. We work with all insurance companies to make your experience as easy as possible. It doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. It matters how long you've been doing it right.
Welcome back to the Coach Mack Show. Coach, it's Swamp War week this week. Clinch County coming to down. We talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show. Huge rivalry. It's probably right up there with Georgia, Florida, as far as South Georgia is concerned. Really, Friday night, we probably have to play our best game of the year, and I know you guys are preparing for that and working hard and even focusing on Clinch now.
The thing I'm proud about my coaching staff is, we were in here most of the evening yesterday, Sunday, and just the way they're working, the way we're working, and especially those guys, you'd never tell that we were 2-5 and getting ready to play the number one team in the state. We're still scheming, we're still doing things, trying to put everything together. I would, like I said, as a player and as a coach, I've never been here before. I've never been to this point till now. And I'm really pleased with our coaching staff. You would thought that they were getting ready to go on into the playoffs last night, just the things that we're talking about, the adjustments that we need to make, the things we've got to do better, the film we were watching, really proud of our coaches. And then today we're out on the field. It's just not trying to get through the day. They're out there going over fundamentals, the things that they've been doing all year, just the very basics of the game. Here it is. We're sitting there 2-5, and they're still doing that like we're 5-2. Installing what we feel like we need to do this week to try to be successful. I couldn't be more proud of our coaching staff as far as that point. And the kids that are here, I couldn't be more proud of the kids that are here who were looking at the film and trying to get better and extremely attentive on the field, listening to what the coaches had to say, going through the adjustments, still doing the drills like it's early in the year. So as far as that goes, the coaches, extremely proud of the kids that are here and still committed, very proud of them, and still proud to be a Charlton County Indian, no question about it, and proud of our history and things we've done, but yet I'm still excited about hopefully the things we can still do with the short time we have this year and with next year also. Clinch County, I've gotten to know all their coaches very well, and you talk about a great group of guys, really are. I know they're supposed to hate them and they're supposed to hate us and all that, but I can't really get there. I've never been able to be one of these guys that hated another team or hated another school or disliked another coaching staff. That's just not the way I'm wired. I have a lot of respect for Jim Dickerson, Don Tyson Jr., and the rest of the staff over there. They do a good job. They do a great job of getting those kids ready to play each and every week. Love their offensive scheme, the old single wing. It's about a 100-year-old type offense. They brought it out with the idea this is what's best for us, and they were right. They won a state championship with it and have a chance to win another state championship with it. Just great coaching on their part. Really, I think it's just a class group of guys over there, and I know that people around here are probably cringing that I'm even talking about anything good about Clinch County, but there's a lot of good over there. Great players, great strength program. You can tell by looking at their kids, and the coaching staff has done a great job. It's an honor for me to get to have coached against Don Tyson Sr., Don Jr.'s dad, one of the best men I've ever met in my entire life, and one of the best coaches I've ever had the privilege to compete against and get to know. I'm just glad it's over here on this side of the swamp this year. So whatever happens, I don't have far to go home, and I don't have to ride on a bus and think about it. But I think our kids are going to play hard, and that's what we're emphasizing: great effort. Just get out there, play with great effort, play after play for 48 minutes, and whatever the school board says at the end, it's going to say it. But I really have a lot of respect for them, and hopefully our kids, I know our kids respect them, and I know a lot of our kids know their kids. With social media, I think our kids know everybody now. So I know that we have a definitely respect. There's a respect thing going on, but I hope our kids step up to the plate, play well. I don't think I'm saying anything bad about anybody when we're probably outmanned. They're a better football team than we are, but I hope our kids rise to the occasion and really play hard and give it everything they got against these guys. And it's a good football game. I want it to be a good, clean football game, and at the end of the night, shake their hand, pray with them, congratulate them, and move on to the next one. But I'm looking for our kids to step up in effort. That's what we're really hoping for, and I don't think it's too much to ask. I don't think great effort is ever too much to ask from anybody. So hopefully that's what we're going to get Friday night. Big crowd. Hopefully have a big crowd. Senior night. The way I look at it, parents' night also. Hopefully we have everybody out. The weather's football weather now. It's perfect. Come out here to the swamp. Watch two storied rivals, play football against each other and see how it turns out. But again, really excited for Friday to get here and us play some more football.
It's always a fun atmosphere. We're at home anyway, and then with the senior ceremonies at halftime, right?
No, before the game.
Before the game.
Before the game.
Thank you.
Pre-game.
That means I've got to go on the air a little bit earlier Friday night. But the whole atmosphere and everything with that, the whole community comes out anyway, and they're always behind the Indians no matter what. So it's going to be a packed house Friday night.
We hope so. Yep.
Yeah, I think it will be, Coach. Moving on, Coach, we've got some B team and Braves football this week. I just found out right before the show. Coach Larry let me know that the Braves are here tomorrow, kickoff 5 o'clock right here in the Swamp.
Yep. Tuesday, we got Braves here. Get out and last chance to see that young group play, and then Thursday we're going to travel a short distance up to Nahana to take on Brantley County's B team. And then the following Thursday the 3rd, November 3rd, we'll be right here, last football game in the Swamp for the year, against McIntosh, a B-team game against McIntosh. And we have a lot of young kids on our football team, and a lot of kids are getting a chance to play, the proper number of quarters on Friday night and also on Thursday. It just makes them better. You get better by doing something over and over again the best you can. And so hopefully we'll have a nice crowd tomorrow for the Braves, and then maybe some folks go up to Nahana Thursday. Then the following Thursday we'll be right here in the Swamp for McIntosh B team, and then we'll finish up the year by traveling over to Lanier County.
All right, Coach. The Nahana, all the kickoffs are 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Yep.
5 o'clock. So Nahana 5 o'clock this Thursday. Following week at the Swamp right here.
Yep.
5 o'clock. Mm-hmm. All right, anything else you want to hit on, Coach, before we take off?
No, I think I've said enough. Again, I just want, the last thing I'll say, I love our kids, I love Charlton County, and I've always just wanted the very best for our kids, but a lot of times, you got to step up yourself and to get to where you want to get to, and we've got to do things that we maybe have never done to get where we've never been, and that's where our kids need to understand that. Hopefully we will, and have 2 good weeks here of football, and then get in the weight room and find out who's committed for 2017, and have a better year next year.
All right, Coach. I appreciate it once again, as always. For Timmy Bell, Coach Matt, I'm Adam Bill. What? Go ahead.
The grill will be raffled off this week.
Yep, we're going to raffle off a smoker. Smoker you can hook behind your truck and take it home with you Friday. So hate for it to go to Homerville, but they're welcome to buy a bunch of tickets to that Friday night, and I believe probably end of the game or sometime we'll give that thing away. So if you have a chance, I believe there's some tickets at State Farm Insurance up there. Also, Johnny Davis will be around town. He'll be around the front gate selling those Friday night, and somebody's going home with about a $2,400 smoker, Lang smoker, custom made, and it'll be good for somebody.
All right. Anything else before I take off?
I think that's it.
All right. Thank you all for watching the Coach Mack Show. Please come support the Braves tomorrow, Indians B team Thursday in Nahana, and that huge senior night. Let's send off our seniors in style. Friday night kickoff is 7:30.
That's right.
We'll be here pregame about 7 o'clock, by 7 o'clock for pregame ceremonies.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for watching. We'll see y'all tomorrow.